Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game, streamed on Rider Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success, and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. I'm Joe Hurlbert alongside Derek and Kelly J as we bring you another Rider Nation Station sports telecast as the St. Mary's Rough Riders will host the Kenton Wildcats. The St. Mary's Rough Riders come in with a record of 7-6 overall. They're 2-2 in the Western Buckeye League. The Kenton Wildcats somewhat struggling this season. They're 4-10 overall, but they're 2-3 in the Western Buckeye League. And their head coach is Ryan Miller. And let's take a look, Derek and Kelly, at the Kenton Wildcats. Their last two ball games came last Saturday and Friday. On Saturday, they beat Ada 78-45, but on Friday they lost to Wapak by a score of 59-41. What do we know about the Kenton Wildcats?
Well, prior to that victory against Ada on Saturday, they had come off of an 8-game losing streak. And so kind of broke a streak a little bit with the Ada game, and they also made 10 threes in that Ada game. So, you know, I think the recipe for victory for Kenton, both that game and tonight, rests behind the three-point line, something that they're going to have to do under first-year coach Ryan Miller. Those familiar with the girls program may have known Coach Miller. He headed the girls program for the 7 previous years prior to this one. So he's got quite a bit of coaching experience underneath his belt and did a nice job with the girls program. So I think the Rough Riders can expect a well-coached team tonight.
Well, when you look at the Kenton Wildcats, Kelly, they're not very big. The biggest players that they'll put on the floor are 6'4", and they're going to have their hands full with Austin Parks.
I think we've seen in the last several games teams are struggling with the Rough Riders' new defense. Rough Riders have kind of converted a little bit from their man-to-man. Coach Hagemeyer has been a staunch man-to-man guy for many, many years, and he's kind of made the adjustment here just in the last few weeks into a 2-3, and we've got great length in our 2-3, and we really get offenses spread out. So they're not taking comfortable threes. It's not, wide open. We're still getting a hand out on them. But if you remember on Saturday, against USV, we really stretched them out. They were taking some pretty highly contested and deep threes, ended up 5 for 26 on the night, and I think that's going to be probably consistent throughout the rest of the year. And if a team can't hit those threes, they're going to struggle offensively, because heaven knows you don't want to take it inside, because you're looking at 6'6", 6'6", and 6'10" in there, and that's a tough shot.
You know, when you talk about the St. Mary's Rough Riders, of course, they come in 7-6, 2-2 in the Western Buckeye League. They are tied with Van Wert for 4th place in the Western Buckeye League, but in that win over Upper Scioto Valley, in which they won 53-35, and USV was undefeated coming into that game. A very good, talented ball club. But one of the things that we saw from Austin Parks was the 5 assists. And when he assisted to the backside to guys like Jace Turner, I mean, they're wide open.
Right. And a similar team that we're going to face tonight with Kenton Wildcats, that they're smaller, and so they have to double. They have to double down to stop Austin Parks. You know, they don't have anyone that matches up with him height-wise. So yes, he's going to make those nice passes. He's been very, very good about seeing the floor and hitting that open guy. And so those other guys are going to get those nice shots. And I think Derek's got maybe a couple of statistics from some of our guards that are knocking down those shots.
Right, I think one of the big revelations of late has been Kyle Steininger. You know, he's shooting 45% from 3 on the year. Didn't play a lot early on, kind of started to play a lot more lately, and he's been a guy that sparked him quite a bit, but especially from behind the three-point line. And I think they'll need him to hit some shots tonight.
Well, both teams have completed their warm-ups for tonight's contest. They've lowered the flag for the playing of the national anthem. We're going to step away. We'll come back with the starting lineups and the tip-off of tonight's game between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Kenton Wildcats. You're watching Rough Rider boys basketball on Rider Nation Station. We'll be right back.
Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help to secure a state grant, which we need to raise $500,000 in individual contributions by the end of 2021. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $2,023, and beyond. Send a check to Friends of St. Mary's Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Mary's, Ohio, or visit us at grandoperahouselive.com to make an online payment to the 501c3. See more on our Facebook page at Grand Opera House Live. The time is now to make this happen.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate needs. They know the real estate market and can help you. Whether you're moving in, moving out, or around the area, Plus One Professionals are ready and eager to help you sell or buy your new home. They operate with the highest level of professionalism, expertise, and honesty as they help make your real estate dream a reality. Call Plus One Professionals at 419-394-7402 in St. Mary's today.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
All righty, we welcome you back once again to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. The sportsmanship committee team, students, athletes, whatever, are meeting at mid-court. We haven't seen that done, have we, much this year, the sportsmanship committee?
I think it's only league games.
Yeah, I think it's just league games. And
is it? Okay.
I do remember seeing it at one league game, but it may have been away.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very neat. Well, right now they're going to introduce the cheerleaders, and then we'll get to the starting lineups for both teams, and then we'll get ready to get this one underway. I want to remind you, or pass this note along, that the St. Mary's JVs defeated Kenton in a pretty good ball game by a score of 53-48. In that ball game, Cobain Owens, 29 points. Wow.
he had a really nice second half against USV on Saturday as well. So he's starting to click on all 4 cylinders there for the JV team.
Absolutely. Get him a little experience, move him up to the varsity level. Could be somebody that could be able to handle the basketball out front next year for the Rough Riders.
And then second note, last night the girls basketball team went to Kenton and defeated the Wildcats 60-46 in a win.
Well, that's a good segue because our next Rider Nation Station telecast will be this Tuesday, February 1, as we will have the St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders as they take on the St. Henry Lady Redskins here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Of course, that will be followed on Thursday with girls basketball with Elida, and then they'll conclude the season the following Thursday, February 10th, against the Bath Lady Wildkittens. So just 3 more home games as far as the girls basketball season is concerned. Then we'll get ready for tournament action. Here comes our starting lineups. We'll check them as they're introduced. Tyson Lawrence, 5'5" junior. Good crowd on hand, and and I look across the way, see a lot more students up along the wall and down along the wall. So that's exciting. Kyle Steininger's been introduced for the Rough Riders. He'll start at guard.
And as Derek said, Kyle has been a stabling source of ball handling for the Rough Riders here the last several games. It'll be important for him to continue that pace and just kind of calm the Riders down against man-to-man pressure.
Gavin Reinecke, number 20, has been introduced for Kenton. Colby Quay has been introduced. Jarrett Jolliffe is now being introduced. Evan Angsman will start for the Rough Riders. It gives them good size. Angsman comes in at 6'6", and he handles the ball pretty good.
Several times in the last several games when our guards have been facing the intense defensive pressure, Evan stepped up and brought the ball down the court. He seems to be pretty comfortable handling the ball out front.
Gavin Payne has been introduced for the Kenton Wildcats, as has Jace Turner for the St. Mary's Rough Riders. And Turner, a sophomore, also 6'6". So rounding out the starting 5 for Kenton is Gunnar Stout, a 6'4" senior, and for the Rough Riders at 6'10", he's a junior, Austin Parks. So glad to have you along wherever you may be watching. We hope you enjoyed tonight's telecast of boys high school basketball on Rider Nation Station. The St. Mary's Rough Riders of Dan Hegemeyer and the Kenton Wildcats of Ryan Miller. It'll be Austin Parks and Gunnar Stout at center circle. The officials are making sure everybody is where they want to be.
Picking up some pom-pom debris there.
Official steps to the center of the circle, blows the whistle, and this ball game is underway, and the basketball is controlled by the Rough Riders.
I think Austin is now 14 for 14 on the center tips on the year, as you would expect.
Not a good pass by Turner. Ball stolen by Kenton. We're coming the other way with the basketball, and that one goes out into the hallway. Errant pass by Tyson Lawrence. The turnover will give the ball right back to the Rough Riders.
maybe getting some of those early game jitters out for both teams there. Some bad passes, getting a turnover out of their system early.
Full court pressure being applied by the Kenton Wildcats. Down low it goes to Anxman, goes up off the glass, 2 points for Evan Anxman. And the Rough Riders are on the scoreboard first. They lead 2-0.
Nice start there from Evan, taking it to the rim, but also important as the Wildcats play a little pressing zone there, that the Rough Riders are aggressive as they break it to then score quickly and make them pay for pressing.
Skip pass all the way over, goes down to Quay, and he hits it for 3, and the Kenton Wildcats take their first lead of the ball game, 3-2 on the Fowler TV scoreboard. Gavin Reinecke with the basketball. Steininger to Evan Anxman, give it to Austin Parks. Parks, not a good pass, throws the ball right into the hands of Gavin Payne. Here comes the Wildcats the other direction. The ball is stolen back by the Rough Riders. Steininger will lob it down to Parks. Parks is going to go up off the glass and in. Nice shot by Austin Parks. Nice reverse layup.
Nice finish from Austin and probably an even better pass from Kyle Steininger.
Jarrett Joliffe with the basketball. He'll give the ball to Tyson Lawrence. Lawrence guarded by Reinecke.
Rough Riders starting out in that 2-3 zone that we kind of talked about in pregame that's been so instrumental to the Rough Riders' resurgence of late.
Colby Quay with the basketball. He's going to launch a big-time 3, and he's got it.
Wow, that was way out there.
That was a long way away. That was in another zip code, I believe. Kenton Wildcats lead on the Fowler TV scoreboard 6-4. Here comes Gavin Reinecke. Goes to the basket. Nope, won't go. Parks follow up and in. We're all tied up at 6 with 5:25 remaining here in the first quarter. Down low it goes to Stout. Ball stolen. Austin Parks comes up with it to Steininger. We're going to come the other way with it. Quickly down floor. Not a good pass. Turnover gives it right back to Kenton. Shot put up by Joliffe. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Reinecke. Baseball pass to Anxman. Nice catch. Up off the glass and 2. Well, fortunately for the Rough Riders, Anxman was 6'6", because if he's any smaller, that ball hits the wall. Riders lead 8-6. Go ahead.
Those passes, and that one worked out, but still wasn't a great pass. But early on here, Rough Rider passing is a little shaky. A few turnovers and a few balls that probably should have been turnovers.
Easy basket for Jace Turner. Rough Riders beat the press, beat them down the floor. Lawrence in the corner goes to Quay. 3-point goal is good.
Well, the Rough Riders really need to be finding Colby Quay here. He's 3 for 3 from the 3-point line, got all 9 of the Wildcats' points.
Steininger to Reinecke to Parks. Parks got the basketball, goes up off the glass. 2 more for Austin Parks.
Ken coming out in what I think is a box-and-one press. I'm pretty sure, not 100%, but they're really not getting much out of it to start the game. Rough Riders getting a lot of easy looks.
We got a whistle on the floor as the Rough Riders took the ball away from the Kenton Wildcats on their end of the floor. So we got a foul called on Jarrett Joliffe. That's his first. That's the team's first as well. Evan Anxman will trigger it in. Gets it to Parks to Steininger. Not really sure what that whistle was all about unless he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they whistled him for stepping out of bounds.
So the turnover there. We'll give the ball back to the Kenton Wildcats as Jace Turner sits down, and checking in is
Ryder shifting into a man.
Braden Sullivan. Reinecke knocks the ball away. Colby Quay has the basketball to Lawrence. Gavin Payne. Quay. Payne drives in the paint. Gives it over to Stout. Stout goes up. Nope, won't go. Kenton has the rebound. Underneath it goes. And is taken. Nope. And a shot put up by Payne. No good. Again, no good. Parker comes down with the board. Here comes Reinecke with the basketball. To Sullivan. In the corner, Banksman for three.
Out of bounds. I think they called again. Another turnover for the Rough Riders. Boy, it seems like there have been a lot of turnovers early.
So the turnover of stepping out of bounds will give the ball back to the Kenton Wildcats with 2:43 remaining on the Fowler TV scoreboard here in the first quarter.
Disadvantage of having big shoe sizes.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Tyson Lawrence with the basketball. He'll give the ball over to Cooper Johnson, who checks into the basketball game for the first time for Kenton. Lawrence guarded by Steininger. Joliffe in the corner. It goes back to Joliffe. Shot up and is good, and he is fouled by Gavin Reinecke. So going to the line will be Jarrett Joliffe, a 5'11 senior guard, and he'll get a chance to make this a 4-point play. It's tied 12-12 on the Fowler TV scoreboard. 2:15 remaining here in the first quarter. He has it. So
one of the cardinal sins of basketball right there, fouling a three-point shooter. Never want to do it.
Sullivan with the basketball. To Reinecke, he's going to launch a three. Got it. Nice three-point goal by Gavin Reinecke. Tyson Lawrence with the basketball, just 5'5", junior. Give the ball to Johnson. Cooper Johnson with the basketball. Give the ball down in the paint. It goes to Joliffe. To Gunnar Stout. Shot doesn't hit anything. Shot put up by Lawrence. Rolls around and falls through. Reinecke goes up and he's fouled by Lawrence. Wasn't sure if the official was going to call that one, but foul's going to be on Lawrence, and he should be going to the line to shoot two.
So far, I think even though both teams have scored quite a bit here in the first quarter, I don't think either coach would describe their team as playing all that well right now. Kind of sloppy on the turnovers, maybe taking some shots that both coaches wouldn't be too happy with. So I think both teams kind of feeling each other out a little bit here, trying to figure out what's working, what's not.
Gavin Reinecke hits one of two free throws to give the Rough Riders a 16-15 lead.
I think they called that foul on.
Yeah, they're going to tag Cooper Johnston for that one.
So that'll give the ball back to the Rough Riders with 1:12 remaining. Parks. Drop it down to Reinecke. Give it to Steininger. Hanksman for three. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Tyson Lawrence. They're in a hurry. Here comes Joliffe with the basketball. Goes up and in. And we've got a timeout called by the Rough Riders. So with the score on the Fowler TV scoreboard, the St. Mary's Rough Riders trailing Kenton 17-16. We'll take time in for these messages. We'll be right back.
At Schaff Auto Sales, we all have a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with prices right at all budgets. So before you buy, give us a try. See Aaron High, the car guy.
Friends of the St. Mary's Theater, your financial help to secure a state grant, which we need to raise $500,000 in individual contributions by the end of 2021. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $1,023, and be check to Friends of St. Mary's Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Mary's, Ohio, or visit us at GrandOperaHouseLive.com to make an online payment to the 501c3. See more on our Facebook page at Grand Opera House Live. The time is now to make this happen.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health System Court. Joe Hurlbert, Derek, and Kelly J. bringing you boys high school basketball on this Friday night. 17-16, the Rough Riders trail. We'll see what Coach Dan Hegemeyer had to tell his ball club at the timeout.
Again, still sticking to that 1-2-2 press, kind of three-quarter court. Haven't had a whole lot of luck in turnovers. The Rough Rider turnovers usually come in the half court.
Reineke attempts a three, won't go. Rebound comes down to Kenton. Shot put up, no good by Seth Manns. Rebound comes down to Gavin Reineke. Steininger with the basketball. Reineke swing it down on the right side, drop it down low to Parks. He's shoved, no foul. Shot put up by Steininger. Steininger, nope, won't go. Parks has the ball, goes up with the shot. Nope, we got a whistle and a foul at the buzzer, so Austin Parks will go to the line, and he should be shooting two.
I don't think if Austin would have fallen down there that official Denny Morris down there was going to call anything. Let a lot go on Austin's kind of driving baseline before that, and I think he was going to let that one go too.
Parks misses the first one. He short arms the second one, so that's the end of the first quarter with the score on the Fowler TV scoreboard. The Kenton Wildcats 17, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 16. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this.
Varsity Lanes, home of the Rough Riders 2018-19 Boys and Girls State Bowling Champions. Striking up delicious food, 32 tap, Queen of Hearts, and nightly food and drink specials with a great family atmosphere. Carry out is available. Stop in and see us after the game. Go Riders!
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods service schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Alrighty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, the Rough Riders trail after one, 17-16. Kelly, you have any numbers?
Yeah, the Rough Riders gave up 3 offensive boards in that first quarter, 5 turnovers, not good, and Kenton was 4 for 4 from the three-point line.
Well, you hit it right at the beginning and during our pregame.
Yeah,
they're going to have to do it behind the arc, and they're doing it. Shot put up by Trevor Robinson for Kenton is good.
Well, and on cue, one of the problems that you just mentioned from the first quarter, another offensive rebound leading to an easy bucket.
Parks goes up with a shot, it won't go. St. Mary's fans wanted a foul, they're not going to get it. Ball goes off the hands of Trevor Robinson, and it'll be St. Mary's basketball.
I think this game has the potential to get pretty chippy pretty quickly. Kenton's very physical, and historically they're very physical usually. Most Kenton teams are, and if the officials are going to officiate like this game could get pretty ugly.
Kyle Steininger to Sullivan. Drops it down low to Parks. Goes up, drops it off to Anksman, up off the glass, and 2 points for Evan Anksman. Anksman with 6 points on the night.
Austin doing a nice job of not trying to do too much. Double comes and make a nice pass.
Seth Mann's through.
And not to whine too much, but they were hanging on Austin Parks' arms as he was trying to make that pass.
Yeah. Tyson Lawrence with the basketball. Ball was knocked out of bounds. They said it was last touched by the Rough Riders. Lawrence, spin move in the paint. Drop it off to Joloff. Down low it goes to Robinson, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Parks whistled for a personal foul. It's his first, team second, and at the line will be Trevor Robinson. And he'll shoot two. This is the first. He'll get one more. Wildcats lead on the Fowler TV scoreboard, 19-18. Gavin Payne checks in for Kenton. Jace Turner checks in for the Rough Riders.
Gavin Payne, the 6'3" sophomore, coming off of an honorable mention All-WBL year last year as a freshman for the Wildcats.
He gets the free throw, and Kenton has a 2-point lead, 20-18. Reinecke, Braden Sullivan, back to Reinecke. Hanksman, drop it down low to Parks. Parks goes up with a shot up. Nope, that won't go. Rebound comes down to Kenton. Here comes Lawrence. Ball stolen by Parks. Good job running the floor all the way up to Sullivan. Ball stolen, but yet when he steps out of bounds, Cooper Johnston stole the basketball and stepped out of bounds, so the ball will remain on the St. Mary's side of the court.
Gotta give Austin a lot of credit there. He's doing a real nice job of keeping his composure. They're really hacking the crap out of him down there, and a lot of guys would react negatively, complain a lot to the officials, and he's doing a real nice job of keeping quiet.
Shot put up is short. Baseball pass all the way down to Sullivan. We got a foul called on Colby Quay. So Braden Sullivan. Good job on Braden catching the basketball, but wasn't able to get the shot off. And the next thing you know, he looks up and Colby Quay is laying on him. So not a good pass to Parks. Here comes Kenton the other way. Joloff with a nice ball fake, goes up to the shot and good. Jarrett Joloff with 8 points for the Kenton Wildcats. Down low it goes to Turner, up off the glass and 2. Good look by Austin Parks.
Yep, doing a nice job. The Rough Riders use Austin a lot in the press break, and it's a real nice asset to have Austin be able to step up and make those passes. Not a lot of big guys can do that.
Ethan Yoder with a 3-point goal. First points by Ethan Yoder. So the Kenton Wildcats have really stayed in this ball game by knocking down the 3-point ball.
Yeah, it's like we talked about in pregame, that's kind of the recipe for them, is they got to hit perimeter shots.
Ball knocked away. Kenton has very active hands. Shot put up off the glass and good by Colby Quay. And we've got a timeout called by St. Mary's with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Wildcats lead 27-22. We'll be right back.
Buffalo Wild Wings in St. Mary's, proud to support Rough Rider Athletics and the Memorial Student Athletes. Join Buffalo Wild Wings for each Rough Riders football game streamed on Nation Station. Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, drinks, sports.
Do you find yourself with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
(27-22) on the Fowler TV scoreboard. The visiting Kenton Wildcats on top of the St. Mary's Rough Riders. I'm Joe Hurlbert alongside Derek and Kelly J as we bring you boys high school basketball. Western Buckeye Leg style tonight in a conference contest between the St. Mary's Rough Riders and the Kenton Wildcats. So Kenton Wildcats with their biggest lead of 5 points, 27-22 on the Fowler TV scoreboard. Drop it down low to Jace Turner. Spin move, goes up with the left hand and got two. Nice little spin move and finishes it off with the left hand.
Yeah, and that's some progress for Jace. You know, Jace, his favorite move is that little baby hook with his right with his right hand over his left shoulder, doing a nice job of going the other way and using his left hand.
I officially have to buy Jace a pop now.
Lawrence with the shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Kenton. Shot put up and in by Ethan Yoder.
The offensive glass once again coming back to bite the Riders a little bit there, giving up a second shot and then having that go in, send him to the line.
Gavin Reinicke will have a seat on the Rough Rider bench. Shot put up by Yoder, rolls around and falls in. So the Wildcats increase their lead to 6 on the Fowler TV scoreboard with 3:39 remaining.
Rider spacing's not very good right now. Kind of bunched up here in the middle. Need to spread them out a little bit. Force them to guard more territory.
Good hands by Sullivan. Angsman drop it down low to Park. Goes up with a slam and 2 points by Austin Parks. That was big.
That was big, and I think that was a frustration move there for Austin. Probably a little frustrated with the physicality and took it out on the rim a little bit.
We got a personal foul called on, I believe, Trevor Robinson as he picks up his foul, and the Rough Riders will have the basketball. Angsman, that could have been a foul easily by Robinson. Shot put up by Parks. Parks goes up off the glass. Nope, will not go. But he was fouled in the meantime, and Austin Parks will go to the line. Austin with 8 points on the night.
Though he missed his first couple free throws of the game, Austin has really missed his first 3 now, but he's improved his free throw shooting a lot on the year. He's now above 70% on the season. He's 60 of 85. And that 70% number, you know, shooting 85 free throws is big. That's a lot of points.
And he's missed all 4 of his free throws. So a chance to cut into the lead doesn't happen as Kenton has the basketball coming the other direction. Gavin Payne with the basketball, working on Turner, goes up with a shot. Nope, won't go. Park with the rebound. Not a good pass. Not a good outlast pass by Austin Parks. Here comes Kenton the other direction, and the ball stolen back. And a foul is going to be called on Gunnar Stout. Kyle Steininger, a little frustration there as he tosses the ball to the official. We got a timeout called by Kenton with the score. St. Mary's 26, Kenton 30, back right after this.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success, and supporter of the Rider Nation and St. Mary's community.
And it's
back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbert alongside Derek and Kelly J. Kelly, we were talking off air. Rough Riders have made a little bit of an adjustment as far as handling the Kenton press.
Yes, they've kind of adjusted their personnel. Suddenly we've got Braden Sullivan in the middle of the 2-2-1 press, and so when they get the ball to him, instead of just kicking it out to the side like they have been and kind of letting them reset their defense, we're now attacking that press and getting some pretty easy shots. So it's a nice adjustment that the Riders have made.
Kyle Steininger hit 1 of 2 free throws to draw the Rough Riders within 3, and the shot put up and is no good by Gavin Payne. Here comes Steininger with the basketball to Sullivan. Drop it down low to Parks. Back to Sullivan, over to Turner, up off the glass and 2. That's good ball movement right there.
Yep.
Excellent
Braden Sullivan
ball
doing a nice job of cutting off Austin after he made the pass, and then Jace Turner dropping in behind the 2-3 zone.
Boy, Austin Parks swatted the ball away as Payne went up with the shot. And here come the Rough Riders and a chance to take the lead. Evan Anksman, Steininger. Down low it goes to Turner. Oh, he's got Anksman on the backside. Parks down low to Turner, to Anksman in the corner for 3. No, won't go. Rebound comes down to Kenton. Kenton's got a 2-on-1 break. Steininger hustling back. Good job by Kyle Steininger, and he throws it behind his back to save it. Right into the hands of to Jace Turner, and here comes the Rough Riders the other way. Good hustle by Steininger.
Oh yeah, that's excellent. That's a play as a coach that you gotta love. It's the kind of play that kind of sparks your team a little bit. Hopefully get a good bucket here.
Steininger goes up with the floating one-hander. That will not go, and we've got a foul on Steininger. He thinks he's got all ball, but the officials saw it differently, so we walk the other way. No, we won't go the other way because St. Mary's only has 4 team fouls.
Steininger taking the 2 there. That's kind of a rare occurrence. 20 of Kyle's 30 total field goal attempts on the year have been from behind the 3-point line. So that's kind of a little bit like Justin Arns for the Ohio State Buckeyes, where basically everything's from behind the 3-point line.
Stout with the basketball to Cooper Johnson. He's going to stop and pop. It's blocked by Parks.
Johnston thought he had an open look, and that open look quickly closed with Austin down there.
Stout goes up with a shot. Nope, that won't go. They keep it alive, and Jace Turner gets the basketball. Good hustle by Jace. All the way over to Sullivan. We're down to 12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Need help into Turner, up off the glass, and count it! Good job by Jace Turner. Puts it off the window and gets 2, and he'll go to the line. And the Rough Riders will now trail by 2, 33 to 30. Oh, excuse me, they've got the lead. Sorry. Turner with the free throw up and count it. Rough Riders have a 2-point lead with less than 5 seconds. We're down to 2. 1 shot put up at the buzzer. It will not go. That's the end of the first half with the score on the Fowler TV scoreboard. The St. Mary's Rough Riders 32, the Kenton Wildcats 30. Back with halftime right after this.
St. Mary's Memorial High School would like to thank Grand Lake Health System.
Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help to secure a state grant, which we need to raise $500,000 in individual contributions by the end of 2021. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $2,023, and beyond. Send a check to Friends of St. Mary's Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Mary's, Ohio, or visit us at GrandOperaHouseLive.com to make an online payment to the 501c3. See more on our Facebook page at Grand Opera House Live. The time is now to make this happen.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate needs. They know the real estate market and can help you. Whether you're moving in, moving out, or around the area, Plus One Professionals are ready and eager to help you sell or buy your new home. They operate with the highest level of professionalism, expertise, and honesty as they help make your real estate dream a reality. Call Plus One Professionals at 419-394-7402 in St. Mary's today.
Albert Sporting Goods is here to outfit your team, both on and off the field. Since 1980, Albert Sporting Goods has serviced schools, clubs, and businesses throughout Ohio. For all of your uniform, spirit wear, and equipment needs, make it Albert Sporting Goods. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
At Schaff Auto Sales, we always have a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with prices right to fit all budgets. So before you buy, give us a try. See Aaron High, the car guy.
Varsity Lanes, home of the Rough Riders 2018-19 Boys and Girls State Bowling Champions. Striking up delicious food, 32 taps, Queen of Hearts, and nightly food and drink specials with a great family atmosphere. Carry out is available. Stop in and see us after the game. Go Riders!
Fellowship of Christian Athletes is a middle school and high school club looking to spread God's love throughout numerous schools and communities of our local area. FCA's favorite play of the game is both teams joining together in prayer at the conclusion of the game. God bless you, sports fans.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbert alongside Derek and Kelly J. And the bright spot for the St. Mary's Rough Rider in the first half was Jace Turner. Jace had 13 points and played exceptionally well on the offensive end, and I believe we got some highlights of Jace in the first half. We'll take a look at those on our screen. Jace just did a good job down low, and good feeds, good consistency, putting the ball off the glass. Here comes another shot.
And here we've got, again, Austin Parks keeping his head up against the press and attacking. Everybody kind of looking to attack instead of letting them set up again in their defense. And that's
a nice little baby hook on the left side with the left hand.
Yes, and I did promise Jace Turner if he finally used his left hand to do one of those baby hooks that I would buy him a pop.
Well, you owe him
and
one.
So I do have to. I have to get that. I don't know what he typically likes to drink, but yeah, I'm indebted right now. Great move there, and nice touch.
Yeah.
Nice touch. Yeah.
You know, not only do we bring you the instant replay, but we're bringing them to you in slow motion.
Slow motion.
How cool.
Doug Spencer is earning his keep tonight.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful. Beautiful stuff for Rider Nation Station.
There you see Jace dropping down low on the blocks. Good dish into him by Anksman, and he goes up with the right hand, up off the window, and 2 more points.
And that was encouraging, not only to have it go in, but to see Jace show a little emotion, a little fire there, because he's generally kind of a quiet, even keel guy. So to have him show a little fire there is something that can really spark a team going into the second half.
Well, keep in mind he's just a sophomore, and so he's got 2 more years here wearing the blue and gold. But let's take a look at the ball game scoring quarter by quarter. At the end of the first quarter break, St. Mary's trailed Kenton by a score of 17-16. St. Mary's outscored Kenton in the second quarter 16-13 to take a 32-30 lead into the locker room here at halftime. So let's take a look at some of the numbers, Kelly, and anything that sticks out. Of course, turnovers is always a bugaboo. It gives coaches great.
Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help.
For St. Mary's, 8 turnovers.
Ouch.
Kenton has thrown it away 10 times. So I'm sure neither coach is exceptionally happy with the ball control there, but the Riders did have 5 of those in the first quarter, so cut that down a little bit in the second quarter, which was good. From point total standpoint, Kyle Steininger with 1 point, hit a free throw. Gavin Reinecke with 4. Jace, of course, with 13, as we've said already. Evan Angstman with 6, and Austin Parks with a very hard-earned 8 points. He's taken a lot of physical abuse down there on the blocks. The Riders from the field are 14 of 22 for 64%, which is outstanding. And really, when they attack that zone press and don't let Kenton set up, they're getting just point-blank shots. And so, yeah, they should be shooting a pretty high percentage, but if you throw turnovers into the mix there, that obviously is going to make a difference. The one area that the Riders need to kind of clamp down on, 3 for 9 from the free throw line, taking a page out of the girls Rough Rider free throw shooting. So hopefully that'll shore up in the second half. For the Wildcats, Tyson Lawrence with 2, Ethan Yoder with 6, Colby Quay with 11, and he was the guy that came out and was 3 for 4 from the 3-point line. So he was definitely a thorn in the Rough Riders' side there in the first quarter, especially.
And shot him out of that zone.
Yes, he did.
They came out in that 2-3, and after those first 4 threes in the first few minutes of the game, Coach Hagemeyer decided to get out of it.
Yes, that's a very good point. Jared Jalla with 8 points, Trevor Robinson with 3, and from the field, total field goals, they were 11 for 28 for 39%. 3-point percentage, they ended up 5 for 8 after that scorching 4 for 4 first quarter. Probably the statistic that I think stands out most from the Kenton standpoint is their 6 offensive boards. And the Rough Riders have not done a good job of boxing out. Even when they got into the man, and typically coaches like to say, well, it's easier to box out in man-to-man. However, when they got into the man, they still are giving up second shots.
One of the things that I noticed from Kenton, their hands are very active.
Yes.
They give away a lot of height under the basket, but they're tipping it up and they're, swatting it back out and giving the rest of the guys a chance to run it down, and that's been pretty much it. And then, of course, their hands defensively against St. Mary's, it can cause frustration at times.
Right. And the St. Mary's guards have to do a better job of boxing out, because lots of times the people that are going in there and getting those tip outs are the guards who are crashing. Right. And so, again, it's something that
Kenton's not overwhelming us with size to beat us on the offensive boards. They're doing it by everyone crashing, and when everyone crashes, it's usually the guards actually that are getting those offensive rebounds.
Well, what we're going to do, we're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to come back with the second half right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
All righty, we welcome you back. Second half underway here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Well, just in a matter of 4 seconds, we've got a whistle foul called on Kenton.
Well, one thing that Rider fans will obviously be noticing to start the second half here is that Austin Parks is not in the lineup. He is still in the locker room right as the teams were coming out of the locker room, as we see Austin kind of walking back to the bench here, but Doc Reason and trainer Molly Albert went into the locker room to kind of evaluate Austin. Don't quite know what kind of injury or what kind of extent to the injury there is, but it was at least enough to have him evaluated a little bit.
Rough Riders run the floor extremely well. Sullivan can't get the finish. Reineke's going to launch a three, and a three-point by Gavin Reineke. So Austin Parks will have a seat on the end of the Rough Rider bench, right next to assistant coach Jason Sloan, or Jason Clark. Kyle Steinecker with good hands is going to go all the way down, up off the glass. Nope, that will not go. You got to make those. End of story. And of course now with the quick hands, here comes Kenton the other way. There was 2 points that the Rough Riders should have had. Ball is knocked out of bounds. And here comes Austin Parks back into the ball game.
Those are the kind of possessions that, as you're watching film the next day, that those just make you bang your head against something and really drive coaches crazy.
How about 5 seconds or close to it? They get the ball in. Kenton and Gavin Payne will give the ball to Joliffe. Nope, ball sails out of bounds. 6 minutes and 29 seconds remaining here in the third quarter on the Fowler TV scoreboard. Riders lead by 5, 35-30. As we mentioned earlier in the telecast, our next Rider Nation station telecast will be girls basketball on Tuesday, as the Lady Rough Riders will host the St. Henry Lady Redskins. Shot put up and in by Gunnar Stout. Parks give the ball to Anksman. Anksman lobs it down to Turner. Turner goes up with the right hand, won't go. Parks tried to follow, won't go. And here comes Kenton the other direction.
Gunnar Stout on that bucket, maybe reminiscent of George Gervin there with the finger roll.
The flip, yeah.
The Iceman. Our younger audience may have to go to Google
exactly. Or YouTube.
And look up that name and figure out who the Iceman was.
Good steal by Gavin Reineke. He's going the other way. He's going to take it all the way to the hole. Goes up with the shot, no foul. Here comes Anksman with the shot, rattles it home.
Evan Anksman with a quiet 8 points already. Didn't seem like he really had that much, but just doing a nice, solid job offensively.
Joliffe goes under the paint, goes off the glass. Good move. And he's hobbling. We've got a timeout on the floor as Jarrett Joliffe goes off. It apparently looked like he sprained his ankle.
He wasn't putting any weight on that leg.
Boy, if he's not able to come back in, that'll be a big loss offensively for the Kenton Wildcats.
Yeah,
Anksman, not a good pass by Parks as he kind of lobbed it down to Anksman and gave Kenton defenders a chance to run it down. Gavin Payne will trigger it into Tyson Lawrence, and he'll walk it across the timeline.
Rough Riders dropping back into a 3-2 here. A little different from what we've seen from them in a while. Sometimes Coach Hagemeyer likes to throw it in there a little bit just to mix things up. We'll see how long the Rough Riders will stay in it.
Shot attempt put up by Quay, won't go. Rebound comes down. Rough Riders going the other direction. Anksman.
If I had to guess, I'm saying that three-point attempt was tipped a little bit.
And another bad pass by the Rough Riders, and we've got a whistle and a foul is going to be on Anksman. And Anksman kind of walking a little bit gingerly as well. Braden Sullivan checks in. Kyle Steinecker will sit down. 37-34 our score, as you can see on your screen. Lawrence with the shot. Nope, won't go. Rebound comes down to Anksman. Anksman to Sullivan. And it's knocked out of bounds by Gavin Payne. Right in front of the Rough Rider bench. So Evan Anksman will trigger it in. Steininger will check back in. Sullivan, no, Reineke will check out.
Looks like Ken's still staying true to that 2-3 zone.
Anksman on the give and go by Austin Parks. 2 more points for Evan Anksman. He has 10 on the night.
That was an old school give and go there.
Absolutely.
That's really been a staple for the Rough Riders all year, has been Anksman cutting off of Austin, feeding the post to Austin, and then making a nice cut to the basket. That's really hard to stop when you have someone like Austin Parks in the middle, because when the ball goes to him, everybody's head turns towards him, and you kind of lose track of everybody else. So good cuts often lead to easy baskets because the defense isn't worried about anybody else.
And for a big man, Austin Park passes the ball extremely well.
Yep.
Ball loose on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball. The possession arrow points that Kenton will have the basketball. 3:35 remaining here in the third quarter. Well, I'll tell you what, this game is kind of moving along.
Yes.
Only 4 total fouls called so far here in the third quarter. Rough Riders have 3, Kenton has 1. Stout goes up and count it.
I think he may have shuffled his feet a little bit there.
Pressure being applied, pass down to Turner, goes up with the ball fake, shot off the glass, and good. Nice move by Jace Turner. Turner with 15 points. There's a 3-point goal attempt by Yoder, won't go, shot put back up, won't go, rebound comes down to Turner, all the way down to Steininger, to Parks, goes up, slams it home. Nice unselfish dish by Kyle Steininger.
Yep, he could have laid that one in, but
absolutely,
he knew that the dunk was coming if he dropped it off to Austin. That was a great play.
43-36 Riders on top on the Fowler TV scoreboard.
Property putting a hotel on Parks Place right there.
Is that part of that Rideropoly? You know they're selling Rideropoly.
Yeah,
I wonder if they got a Parks Place on there. They should.
Kyle Steininger put his money on a hotel there.
Drop it down low to Turner. Nice ball fake. Goes up, falls away. He's going to be fouled, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
Rough Rider fans and bench players, as well as Coach Hagemeyer, kind of wanting an intentional foul there, and I think they probably had a case. I don't think there was much intent for the ball there. I think that was mostly trying to tackle him.
Jace hits the first one. He'll get 1 more. Tell you what, a moment ago you saw a shot of the Rough Rider faithful, and I'll tell you what, each and every week there seems to be more people coming out to Grand Lake Health Systems Court to support the Rough Riders.
Yeah, nice crowd here tonight.
Absolutely. Jace Turner with a nice ball game. Hits his 17th point on the night. Hits both free throws. Rough Riders 45, Kenton 36 on the Fowler TV scoreboard.
I'm guessing 17's probably a season high for Jace on the year.
I would think so.
Little hop to his step back there. I like that.
Lawrence with the basketball. Riders in a 3-2 zone. Ball loose on the floor.
Ken's really struggling with the Rough Riders' length here to kind of get passes through us. You know, that's when you're as big as St. Mary's is this year, that's so tough for opposing offenses to deal with, is to make passes right there.
Exactly.
As Evan Anksman tips a pass, gets a steal, it just makes it tough to get passes around everybody. And so offenses kind of stagnate, and you slow teams down, get them out of the rhythm.
Austin Parks with a little jump hook, won't go. Rebound comes down to Johnston. Cooper with the basketball. You know, when you look at Turner and Angstman at 6'6", Austin Parks at 6'10". Their wingspans are huge, and that's exactly what we were talking about, their arm length. And it just makes it difficult for offenses to push the ball down inside.
Like right there, Kenton did a really nice job of rotating the ball around, but at the end of the rotation, they weren't in any better spot than they were before the rotations, just because they could recover quickly because we're so long.
Right. Braden Sullivan picks up the foul. It's his first, team's fourth. 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Cooper Johnston with the basketball. Lawrence drives the paint. Shot Yoder for three. Nope, won't go. Too hard. Rebound Angstman. All the way down it comes to Steininger. He'll hold it up. 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Sullivan.
Riders may look to get a last second here.
Steininger, Angstman.
Coach Egemeyer calls out a set here. Finish out the quarter.
Down to 5 seconds. Steininger goes up with a shot, and good. Nice shot with the left hand by Kyle Steininger, and that's the end of the third quarter. With the score on the Fowler TV scoreboard, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 47, the Kenton Wildcats 36. Back right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their three-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
Alrighty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Rough Riders lead 47-36 on the Fowler TV scoreboard. There you see an Austin Parks dunk.
Possession arrow, Riders.
I want to remind everybody along the way that when St. Mary's had two games canceled earlier this month, January 14th against Van Wert, January 15th, a Saturday night against the Coldwater Cavaliers, those games will be made up. The Van Wert game will be played February 8th, and the Coldwater Cavalier game will be made up on February 15th. Shot put up by Yoder for three is good. Ethan Yoder, 6'1" sophomore guard for the Kenton Wildcats, has his 9th point of the ball game. Turner, and there's the long arms of Angstman, and the ball is stolen. Another turnover by the Rough Riders.
Not sure why that wasn't a kick, but
Wildcats with a little life here to start the fourth quarter here.
Kyle Steininger picks up the fouls. He throws Mans to the floor. Lawrence with the basketball to Mans. Mans drops it down low. They'll kick it back out. Tyson Lawrence.
Gavin Lenicky in for Austin Parks.
Shot by Tyson Lawrence, three-point goal.
You know, that's been the lifeblood of the Kenton Wildcats here tonight. You know, in that first quarter and in the first half when the Wildcats were in a closer game with the Rough Riders, it was because they were knocking down threes. And, you know, if they're going to make a game of this down the stretch, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to continue to hit perimeter shots.
6:49 remaining in the basketball contest. 47-42 on the Fowler TV scoreboard. Angstman with the basketball. Drop it down to Turner, and he can't handle it, so here comes Kenton the other direction. Shot put up by Cooper Johnson is good. So the Kenton Wildcats still in this ball game.
Putting together a little run here.
Yep.
Cooper
Parks
Johnson
back into the ball game.
Cooper Johnson showing a little ups there, and a 6'1".
Hanksman with a shot, missed it, followed by Parks is good. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 6:21 remaining. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help to secure a state grant, which we need to raise $500,000 in individual contributions by the end of 2021. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $2,023, and beyond. Send a check to Friends of St. Mary's Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Mary's, Ohio, or visit us at grandoperahouselive.com to make an online payment to the 501c3. See more on our Facebook page at Grand Opera House Live. The time is now to make this happen.
Since 1981, Plus One Professionals has serviced St. Mary's and the surrounding area and are ready to meet your real estate need.
Back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, Joe Hurlbert alongside Derek and Kelly J. Glad to have you along.
Man-to-man.
Yep, Rough Riders switching back to man here. Once again, Kenton kind of shooting their way out of St. Mary's zones. Little ball screen offense here for the Wildcats.
Shot put up by Yoder, won't go. Last touch by Austin Parks. 5:55 remaining. Riders lead by 5. Riders have 5 team fouls. Well, that was kind of ridiculous as he just threw the ball out of bounds. So that turnover will give the ball back to the Rough Riders. Gavin Reinecke will trigger it in.
Those are turnovers that make a coach cringe.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That was a gift from the Wildcats for sure.
Turner to Sullivan. Kyle Steininger with the basketball. Guarded there by Cooper. Turner, lob it down to Parks. Parks goes up, slams it home. Wow. Nice look by Turner. Get it down into Parks. An easy flush. Austin Parks with a quiet 14. And a shot put up by Lawrence, and the Kenton Wildcats are not going away yet.
Tyson Lawrence with a really sweet pull up there.
Yep, that's a difficult shot.
Steininger with the basketball.
One of the things that I noticed kind of going back through some of Kenton's older games is that they've had 5 different guys lead them in scoring in games throughout the year.
Parks misses that one.
And, you know, that makes it difficult to game plan against a team like Kenton when a bunch of different guys can be your best player any given game. So they're definitely balanced.
Reinecke to Parks. Slams it home! Hello!
An awesome pass from Gavin Reinecke there.
That was a hotel. We're putting a hotel on Parks Avenue there. We may have just purchased the whole property.
Braden Sullivan thought it was last touch by the Kenton Wildcats. Denny Morris sees it another way. I think this might be it
Here
right
we got
here.
a replay. Oh, here we go.
Lob up, boom, slams it home. Nice.
Jace Turner was trying to get on the dunk parade here tonight and just couldn't quite make it happen. I know Jace can dunk. I've seen him dunk in practice and in open gyms and whatnot, but just didn't quite have it tonight.
Shot put up by Robinson, and we got a foul on the play. I think it's going to be called on Reinecke the way it looks.
Going to tag Braden Sullivan with it.
Sullivan, yep, okay. I saw Gavin Reinecke put his hand on his head like it was him. It was on him, but we've got a timeout on the floor with 3:49 remaining. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Quarter just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
And Austin, and then he got.
All righty, welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbert, joined by Derek and Kelly J. There you see another slam by Austin Parks. Good camera work.
Guys got their A game on down there.
Absolutely.
We were just discussing off air about the dunk statistics in St. Mary's basketball history, and the current most dunks in a game is currently held by Austin Parks at 4, so something that he could tie tonight. Cooper Johnston got all of that one, got plenty of rim, got her to fall in.
Gets both of them.
Wildcats hanging around though.
They are.
Going some offense-defense subs there, looks like. And they're still very much in this game.
Without question.
Rough Riders got to take care of the ball, number one here, and get good shots on the offensive end. You know, with 3.5 minutes left, it's definitely not time to just pack it in and shoot free throws. It's, you know, you still got to be aggressive, still got to take it to the rim and get good looks.
They'll drop it down low to Parks in the paint, goes up with a shot, count it, and he's fouled. And Austin Parks with his 18th point.
Surprisingly, in a man-to-man, just single coverage there, not getting any double help, and Austin Parks can certainly take advantage of that.
Hasn't shot particularly well from the free throw line tonight. He'll get that one.
You were in charge of the unjinx on that one.
There you go.
That was good.
There's a whistle. Oh, they're going to call a block.
I think the sin that Kyle committed on that one was falling before he got hit. I think if he'd have hung in there and taken it in the chest that he'd have gotten the charge, but usually doesn't look good to an official when you start falling beforehand.
Colby Quay at the line. He'll hits the first free throw. He'll get one more. A good night tonight by Austin Parks and Jace Turner. Parks has 19. Turner has 17. Quay hits both free throws. Hang on to it, Austin. There you go. Gavin Reinecke with the basketball. Give the ball to Steininger. Rough Riders still have to hang on to the basketball. They cannot turn it over. Reinecke. Turner. Down low it goes to Parks. Back to Sullivan and up and in. And we've got a 30-second timeout call on the floor. We're going to take a quick timeout with 2:49 remaining. We'll come right back right after this.
Varsity Lanes, home of the Riders 2018-19 Boys and Girls State Bowling Champions. Striking up delicious food, 32 taps, Queen of Hearts, and nightly food and drink specials with a great family atmosphere. Carry out is available. Stop in and see us after the game. Go Riders!
At Schaff Auto Sales, we always have a large selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with prices right to fit budgets. So before you buy, give us a try. See Aaron High, the car guy.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. The Rough Riders lead 58-50. Not only do we talk about Austin and his offensive prowess, but he also handles the ball extremely well and will hit the open man, as we're going to see here on this particular replay. Austin will get the basketball in the post. Well, apparently we're going to have to catch it at a later time as we're back to live action. Lawrence with the basketball. Get the ball down into Payne, goes up with a shot. We've got a blocking foul. But we were talking during the break that Austin Parks has 5 assists on the game. That's big.
What a nice luxury to be able to handle the half-court pressure with a big man.
Gavin Payne misses the free throw. He'll get one more. 58-50, Rough Riders lead by 8.
That 5 assists, it's a great number, but it's not an anomaly either.
No.
He's averaging almost 4 assists a game on the season. So five's pretty normal for him. He normally passes it that well.
Sullivan loses the basketball, and he's going to be called for the foul. More of a frustration foul as Sullivan turned the basketball over. Here comes Steininger into the ball game. Sullivan will sit down.
Maybe a frustration foul, but similar to getting a pass interference call in football when you've gotten burned deep.
Yeah.
I think he prevented a layup by fouling there. So
for sure.
Depending how the free throws shake out here, might have been a good foul.
Yoder with the free throw, hits the first one. He'll get one more. Ethan Yoder with 10 points on the night. Second free throw, too hard. Rebound comes down to Reinecke. Give the ball to Steininger.
Reinecke with a really nice screen to free up Kyle Steininger there against the press.
That's something a lot of teams will do with a man-to-man press. If someone's really hounding them, just give them a little screen.
Nice little jumper by Gavin Reinecke from the left side, about 10 feet out. Reinecke with 9 points. Good ball game by Gavin. Shot put up won't go. Rebound comes down. Shot put up by Quay won't go. Third offensive rebound. Here comes Steininger. He's going to bring it back out. Nice job by Kyle Steininger. We're down to 1:25 remaining in the basketball contest, and there's the long arms of Banksman, but he wasn't able to pull this one down, and Coach Dan Hagemeyer has a stare down with Kyle Steininger. Not a particularly good pass.
Yeah, he made a good decision pulling it out there. We're getting to the point under 2 minutes that you can use time as your asset if you're the Riders being up 9, but can't do that if you turn the ball over.
Shot. Pass down inside. Here comes Yoder. He thought about it, pulls it down, goes into paint, gives the ball to Stout. Shot put up and good by Gunnar Stout. Under a minute to play at 52 seconds remaining. Reinecke. Lob it down to Anksman. Gavin Reinecke. Alley-oop to Parks, goes up, off the glass, and 2. 62-53. There's a long 3. Nope, that won't go. Rebound comes down to Turner. Turner to Parks. Parks going to go up, slams it home! Exclamation point. And we've got a timeout on the floor called by Kenton with the score. Rough Riders 64, Wildcats 53. Back with the final 12 seconds right after this.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Hello, I'm Dr. Robert Spees. Welcome to Spees Chiropractic and Wellness Center.
As a family practice, Spees Chiropractic welcomes in patients of all ages. Whether this is your first time or you've done this before, Dr. Spees and his compassionate staff are here for you. What makes Spees Chiropractic unique is their 3-tier approach. By using chiropractic care alongside massage therapy and physical therapy, all your healthcare needs will be treated compassionately and comprehensively. Spees Chiropractic. Make the right choice for your care.
All righty, back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Three-point shot put up by Lawrence, won't go. Ball loose on the floor. Yoder throws it up. No, won't go. Rebound, Ryan Meyer, and that's the horn. And that's the end of the ball game. And our final score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders win it by a score of 64-53. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, take a look at some of the numbers right after this.
Nation and St. Mary's community.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
Colder weather is just around the corner, and you want to make sure your family's vehicle is tuned up and ready to go. Rabel's Auto Service has been voted the best auto repair center in St. Mary's the last 3 years. And did you know they will pick up and deliver your vehicle for free? Give Rabel's Auto Service a call at 419-394-1624 or stop in and see Jeremy at 1610 Salina Road in St. Mary's. Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's. Give them a call today.
Friends of the St. Mary's Theater need your financial help to secure a state grant, which we need to raise $500,000 in individual contributions by the end of 2021. Any donation is welcome, and suggested donations, which can be pledged, are $200, $1,823, $2,023, and beyond. Send a check to Friends of St. Mary's Theater, P.O. Box 382, St. Mary's, Ohio, or visit us at grandoperahouselive.com to make an online payment to the 501c3. See more on our Facebook page at Grand Opera House Live. The time is now to make this happen.
All righty, we welcome you back to Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlburt alongside Derek and Kelly J. Let's take a look at scoring quarter by quarter, if you will. At the end of the first quarter break, it was the Kenton Wildcats outscoring St. Mary's 17-16, and at the end of the first quarter, the score was 17-16. In the second quarter, the St. Mary's Rough Riders outscored Kenton 16-13 to take a 32-30 lead into the locker room at halftime. And then in the third quarter, St. Mary's kind of started to pull away from Kenton as they outscored Kenton by a score of 15-6. At the end of the third break, it was 47-36 Rough Riders. And then both teams scored 17 points in the fourth and final quarter. The Rough Riders were able to hold off and win this one by a score of 64-53. For the Rough Riders, it was 16, 16, 15, and 17. Very consistent scoring quarter by quarter. For Kenton, 17-13. Their demise was the third quarter where they scored 6 points and they had 17 points in the fourth and final quarter. Let's take a look at some of the numbers and we'll talk a little bit about the ball game. Here's Derek and Kelly.
For the Wildcats, Tyson Lawrence with 7 points, Ethan Yoder 10, Colby Quay 13, Jarrett Jolliffe 10, Trevor Robinson 3, Cooper Johnston 4, and Gunnar Stout 6. The Wildcats ended up the game, while they started out extremely hot from the three-point line, ended up 7 for 21 from the three-point line for just 33%. So they definitely kind of came back to earth on that shooting there, which helped the Riders out a lot. For the game, 19 for 51 for 37%. A couple statistics that stood out. One, a negative for the Wildcats, 18 turnovers, far too many to stay in games. But they counteracted that with one very positive statistic, 11 offensive boards. And boy, that kept them in the game, and you got to give the Wildcats credit. They hung in there, they battled, did not throw in the towel at any point in time. They were physical, and they really challenged the Rough Riders. For the blue and gold, Kyle Steininger with 3 points, Braden Sullivan 2, Gavin Reinecke 9, and then the three bigs all in double figures tonight. Jace Turner, outstanding evening, 17 points on 7 for 9 shooting. Evan Anksman with 10, and Austin Parks with 23. And Austin had some resounding slam dunks there in the second half, especially. So just the bigs dominated the game for sure. Turnovers, again, far too many for the Rough Riders. 15 turnovers. I'm sure that will be addressed by Coach Hagemeyer. They ended up shooting 28 for 46 for 61%, which is outstanding.
Phenomenal.
When, of course, those dunks are pretty high percentage shots.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, they seem to go in most of the time. 2 for 7 from the three-point line, and free throws, certainly an area that we can improve on. So just 6 for 12 for 50%. Another statistic that stood out, Austin Parks with 5 assists, which we talked about earlier in the game, and also Gavin Reineke with 4 assists. And so he was looking to spread the ball around, and oftentimes easy to find Austin Parks in the middle for some easy shots.
Well, I think what we got we got some replays. Well, we're going to, as Derek going to add in, we got some dunks by Austin Park. We'll see his, I think, what, 5 dunks on the night did he have, or did he just have 4?
It was either 4 or 5. I can't remember.
But anyhow, we're going to watch them as
I'm going to have to add a statistic to the program so I can keep tracking those a little better.
Derek, your thoughts of the Rough Riders moving forward?
We're getting 5 dunks according to Doug Spencer here, so I think new school record there. But I think there are probably 2 stories to the game tonight. One kind of goes along with those assist numbers. You know, Kenton put a little pressure on us. They played that zone press for most of the game, and then even when they weren't in that, you know, they were physical and they put a lot of pressure on us, and the Rough Riders handled it pretty well. You know, did they turn it over? Yes, but they passed it and got easy looks. They beat the pressure, got it into the half court, and got good looks. And I think the second big story tonight is Jace Turner. You know, obviously Austin Parks played a really nice game tonight, but you come to expect that. And with Jace playing a good game, it gives them a legitimate second option on the offensive end. And hopefully that's something tonight that'll give him some confidence going into the next part of the schedule, as the schedule finishes out and heads into the tournament, that he can be a reliable second option just with that added confidence.
So for the night, Austin Park sets a new school record with 5 dunks in a single game. So congratulations to Austin and the Rough Riders. As with the win, they now move their record to 8-6 overall, 3-2 in the Western Buckeye League. For the Kenton Wildcats, I'll tell you what, the Wildcats play with a lot of heart. I mean, they do not give up, and they're obviously size-wise, probably most teams they face are really outmanned as far as height is concerned. But boy, they are a scrappy ball club, and unfortunately they come out on the short end tonight, and their record now falls to 4-11 overall. They are 2-4 in the Western Buckeye League. Well, that's going to wrap it up here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Joe Hurlbert alongside Derek and Kelly J. Once again, our final scores. The JV contest was won by St. Mary's 53-48. Cobain Owens for the Rough Riders scored 29 points. And of course, in our varsity contest, it was the St. Mary's Rough Riders 64-53. For our entire Rider Nation station staff, Brandon Anthony on cameras, Ross Henshin on camera, Doug Spencer on replays, and Rich pushing all the buttons. For Derek and Kelly J, I'm Joe Hurlbert. Once again, our final score, the St. Mary's Rough Riders 64, the Kenton Wildcats 53. And until next time, so long, everyone.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.